I've talked to them a lot about, what's happening. About who she is and, what is happening and how momentous it is.
She says seeing not only a woman in such a prestigious role, but a woman of color makes what was once just a dream a reality for her two daughters.
If you're not seeing what you can be, it's hard to actually believe anybody saying that, even your mom. So for them, they get to see it now. So not only am I saying it, it's in front of them.
It is a door now opened.
Other children can look at her and say, I too can achieve. I too belong. There's a place for me.
And one these women hope stays that way.
It is about not being defeated in the face of those who want to defeat you, but to march on.
So help me God.
Jessica Miles, Eyewitness News on 45.
And a history-making vote today. The Senate confirmed Avril Haines to serve as Director of National Intelligence. She will be the first female chief and is the first Senate appointment of the Biden presidency. We'll take a closer look at the Biden administration's agenda, what he hopes to accomplish in the first 100 days in office, and how the words from past presidents still apply today. That's coming up at 9:30.
Well, warmed up today. Meteorologist Ren Claire is here with what we can expect overnight. Hi, Ren.
Hey there. Right now, we're still very warm for this time of the year. We're at 37 degrees. That was our high for today. Winds are breezy still out of the west. So it feels like we're in the upper 20s, and we do stay windy overnight with winds out of the west, up to about 20 miles per hour, even closer to 30 across the western half of the state. But tomorrow morning, we're starting things out close to our average highs in the mid-20s, and we're going to be looking at temperatures into the low 30s for highs, but falling as we head towards the afternoon with more cloud cover into the afternoon. So partly to mostly sunny tomorrow morning. By the afternoon, we're partly cloudy, even mostly cloudy by tomorrow night. Jackie?
Okay, Ren, thank you. We're also tracking the spread of the pandemic tonight. The Minnesota State Health Department reporting another 34 people have died from COVID-19. The death toll since March, just under 6,000. There were another 1,200 cases reported. In Wisconsin, 50 more people have died, pushing their total to over 5,500. Another 1,522 cases were also reported. Meantime, more than 239,000 of Minnesota's 596,000 vaccine doses have been given out. That's about 40%.
People are really
Health
dying.
Commissioner Jen Malcolm wants Minnesotans to know lessons have been learned. Experienced roadblocks trying to schedule appointments to get the COVID vaccine. Malcolm says the website used to schedule appointments got more than 1 million hits Tuesday. All the spots were filled in a matter of hours. The rush overwhelmed the system, causing many people to get error messages. And today, she told state lawmakers she hopes the technical problems will be resolved by Tuesday when more appointment times become available. In the meantime, she's encouraged to see so many Minnesotans wanting the vaccine.
That mismatch between the number of people who are eager to see if they could possibly get one of those relatively few slots is just it speaks to the eagerness that's out there on the part of a lot of folks to get vaccinated, which is good.
Minnesota's IT commissioner says the problem with the website was with the vendor used to handle all the registrations.
Today, one of Minnesota's 17 community health centers started distributing its first shipment of COVID-19 vaccines. Randy Powell was at United Family Medicine today to show us the push to encourage people of color to get vaccinated.
Community health centers say they have two key assets when it comes to vaccine rollouts. The first is the trust they have with the patients that they serve, and the second are these distribution sites all across the state.
In leading this community health center every day, I think about my own personal experiences with the healthcare system as a woman of color.
And Nia Kundi is helping lead the way in getting her COVID-19 vaccine at its newly created vaccine distribution clinic in St. Paul. She's CEO of United Family Medicine, one of Minnesota's community health centers, or CHCs. Nia Kundi says CHCs serve nearly 200,000 low-income Minnesotans throughout the state.
We don't consider the community the other. They're us. They're our family.
Approximately half of the patients served at United Family Medicine are people of color.
These are populations whose lives have been negatively impacted throughout generations. A short conversation with someone that you trust, right, can get you to motivate you to take action.
And Dr. Shua Tao, a family doctor at United Family Medicine, is taking action by getting his first vaccination on camera. He hopes doing so will speak to the Hmong community and save lives.
Well, the COVID has impacted my community very heavily.
What have those barriers been, and what is your message moving forward?
So with the demographic changes and the burden of diseases, then it comes along the language barrier, the cultural barriers, and lack of access to quality care.
The clinic just received 600 doses that it'll give out over the course of a week.
I just got my COVID shot.
Any pain?
You know, she gave me the shot and I felt nothing.
Nia Kundi says her team has already requested more vaccines.
We're trying to motivate people to take action to save their lives. And so having trust is really important.
Reporting in St. Paul, Brandy Powell, Eyewitness News on 45.
Now some other local headlines. One person was killed and another injured when fire broke out at a homeless encampment in St. Paul. This happened around 6:30 this morning in an area north of Shepherd Road between Jackson and North Sibley Streets. After putting the fire out, crews found a body. Another person with burns was discovered in a nearby
That's
tent.
the American
The cause of the
graffiti
fire
coop
is
done
under
up in
investigation.
Peach Barn Blue.
Firefighters did find several propane tanks and heaters in the area.
Still ahead at 9, the words of a young poet capturing the nation during today's inauguration, and a lawsuit filed over a part of Minnesota's mask mandate, what it argues about face coverings and young athletes. Plus,
I'm Jessica Miles. A business that evolved out of a family's grief over the loss of their son is now brightening the days of COVID patients.
Weekday mornings at 11 on 45 TV.
Walking around in stiff, uncomfortable shoes is like itching in a suit of armor. Not good. That's why I wear Skechers Stretch Fit. They contour and stretch to my feet for an ultra comfortable, perfect fit. Get Skechers Stretch Fit. Move stiff and uncomfortable behind.
I got my commercial driver's license from Interstate Truck Driving School. They helped me with my CDL permit test, and then they taught me everything I needed to pass my road test and drive a big rig safely.